Hi guys, it's day 4 of Vlogmas and I'm really having so much fun. Let's just enjoy this festive mood before things get too crowded. Despite that so many things are going on around us, we don't have to look at what is going on around us. Just let's be thankful and be joyful that we are alive. Today I want to share with you how I made this moist, yummy and delicious all wheat banana bread, Starbucks styles. Yeah, it's gonna be Starbucks styles. I'll be going through all the ingredients I use for this banana bread. But before I go on, don't forget to click on the subscription bell and hit the notification bell. My name is Falakemi Atos. I vlog about faith, food, healthy lifestyles, and travel. Now let's get to the business of the day. I will list out all the ingredients I'm using. It's going to be in the description box, so feel free to check it out. Thank you. So I'm using all wheat flour and I will be using 1.5 cups. I'm using sugar, white sugar and brown sugar. You can use only white sugar if you want, but I'm using more of the brown sugar and less white sugar. So I'll be using 1 cup of brown sugar and have a cup of white sugar. I'll be using 3 eggs. I'll be using some butter. Please make sure it's room temperature. So I'll be using like 5 tablespoons of melted butter, unsalted butter. But if you want to use, if you like so much of salt, you can use the salted one. I'll be using the cinnamon powder. A teaspoon is enough for this recipe. I'll be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla drop. I'll be using some nuts. I'll be using walnuts, almonds, nuts, and pecans or pecans. I'm using 3 ripe bananas. Make sure it's a very ripe banana. Very, very ripe. Almost, the one that the back is not looking so fresh. Make sure it's a very ripe one so that you can easily mash it. Please don't ever blend your banana. If not, it's going to be too liquid and mushy. You will not even like it. We need all those chunks of banana inside the banana bread. I'll be using 1 teaspoon of baking powder and just a pinch of salt. Now, let's get to the business of mixing the whole thing. Before I go on, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share my post. Thank you so much. Give me thumbs up too. Thank you. Now, let's get to the business. So in a large bowl, mash the banana with fork. You don't need to blend. Please don't blend. You're going to ruin this banana bread if you blend your banana. We need all those chunks. It's going to give it a lot of sense. Make sure you wash your banana thoroughly before you peel it and blend. Use your fork to blend it and mash it. Just use it to press it, and because it's very soft, very ripe, you don't really have much bread. Within minutes, you're done. Banana bread, it's so easy to make. You don't need all those strain to mix and mix and mix. It comes out. You don't even need much power. I did it within 30 minutes and I'm done. That's the whole process apart from the baking. So right now I'm mashing the banana and it doesn't take time because my banana is very, very soft, very, very soft and tender. Like you see, I'm dancing. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. So after mashing it, I'm going to keep it aside while I do other things. The next thing I'm going to do is to melt the butter. I'm just going to melt it in the oven for like a minute. Yes, I'm using 1 cube of butter. This is the cube I'm using, but I'm using 1.5 cubes. So I'm just going to melt it in the oven for like in microwave oven, or you can make it on the room temperature for like a minute. That's enough. But if you prefer to do the stress of, rubbing and creaming, you can do that method, but this is the most easiest. You don't need to start creaming and creaming. All what you need to just do is to melt it in the oven and you're done. So I'll just put it inside the oven for a minute and I'm done. And in another bowl, I'm going to whisk together some almond milk. I'm going to be using this almond milk, but you can use any kind of milk. And if you don't want to use milk, you can use ordinary water. I just want that taste of almond inside. So I will be using 1 cup of almond milk instead of using water. Then I'm going to put some vanilla. If you don't like vanilla, you can omit this step too. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to be adding 3 eggs. So I'm going to whisk together the almond milk, the eggs, the melted butter, and the vanilla together. I'm just going to whisk it thoroughly while I continue my dancing.
When Christ was born, fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine.
Yeah, the next thing on the line is for me to mix the dry ingredients together. So I'll be using 2 cups of all wheat flour. You can use all-purpose flour if you want, but I want to use wheat flour. Yeah, because I would just want to remain healthy. Yeah, you can use any kind of flour you want to use, but I prefer to use the all wheat flour. So I'll be using 2 cups of all wheat flour. I just need to sieve it a little bit though. It doesn't really have anything in it. So 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and I'll be using that's alarm. Yeah, I'll be using 1 cup of brown sugar. 1 cup of brown sugar. Then I will add half cup or just a quarter cup of white sugar. I don't want it to be too sugary, to be too sweet. Yeah. So, and I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon gives this uh, banana bread, it takes the taste to another level. It takes you just like it. Yeah, after the cinnamon, I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt. Just a pinch of salt. If you don't want salt in it, you can omit this. And if you use salted butter, you don't need to add salt. But because I'm using unsalted butter, I'm just gonna add just a pinch of it. Just a pinch of salt. And I'm gonna mix this dry ingredients thoroughly. Mix the dry ingredients thoroughly. Let me continue my dancing.
When Christ was born, long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Heart now hear the angels sing, a new King born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Trumpets sound and angels sing, listen to what they say, that man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. While shepherds watch their flock by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear a choir sing, the music seemed to come from afar. Now Joseph and his wife Mary came to Bethlehem that night. They found no place to bear her child, not a single room was in sight. Heart now hear the angels sing, a new King born today, and man will.
So after mixing that, I'm gonna mix all the three ingredients together. That's the three batter together, the dry ingredients, the wet ingredients, and the banana. I'm gonna put everything together in a bowl and mix it thoroughly. You don't need to mix it too much, just a little bit. Just whisk it together and you are done. Yeah, just want to just turn it together, let it just sink in. And at this point, I'm going to be adding all the nuts. I'll be putting the walnut, I'll be adding pecans nut, and I'll be adding the almonds, sorry. I'll be adding almonds, walnuts, and pecans. Yes, just like have a quarter cup of each. It's enough. You can add more if you want it to be too nutty, because I'm still going to garnish it with nuts. You're going to see what I'm going to do. I want to do just like the Starbucks style. That is what I want to do. So let me continue my music.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, the new King born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Trumpets sound and angels sing, listen to what they say, that man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh.
We are almost done. The next thing, I'm just going to clean my pan. Yes, and grease it thoroughly. You can use a pan greasing. And while I'm doing that, I have to remember to turn on my oven. I have to preheat it to 350 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm just going to do that while I'm just rubbing the pan. So all done. That one is done. So I'm just going to grease my pan. Make sure you grease it thoroughly, especially all those corners, so that you don't have any of the batter sticking to the pan. There's nothing as horrible as when you see all those things who have to finish doing a very good job and you have all those things on your pan. Yeah, I'm using 2 pans because my pan is very small. But if you have a big pan, this can actually take a whole pan. So you don't need to use 2 pans. But I'm using 2 pans because my pan is very, very small, because it's only meant for, few mouths. So if you have a big baking pan, you don't have to use 2. So I've just finished doing that. And the next thing I'm going to do is just to pour the batter inside the pan. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is going in now. I love the color. I love the consistency. Don't make it too watery and don't make it too hard. You want to make it so fluffy and moisty. So this is just the best consistency. Then after doing that, I'm just going to put some of the nuts, that is the walnut, the pecans, and the almonds on top of the batter before I put it in the oven. I will be baking it for 1 hour. Yes, 1 good hour. That's 60 minutes. So make sure that you bake it for 1 hour and it will be ready. Yes, so I'm just going to put the almonds, pecans, and the walnut on it just to garnish it. You are going to love this. Just try it and tag me. Don't forget to join me on my Instagram. If you're not following me, why not? Join me on the Instagram. My name is still Folakemi Atos on the Instagram. So please join me on Instagram. Yeah, it is ready right now. And the next thing is for me to put the batter inside the oven. And I'm going to clean up my kitchen. Make sure that everything is tidied up. And wait. I can't even wait to eat this delicious banana bread. Banana bread is one of my favorite bread. Cake, whatever. That is what I love because it's healthy, it's very good, and it's very easy to make. Yeah, so if you have never tried, please try it. I started making this banana bread when I was in a college, and I learned it from one of my friend. But when I came over here, I learned a new method. The other way, you can also use ordinary vegetable oil. Instead of using butter, you can use vegetable oil to make banana bread. So if you don't have butter, or if you don't want to use butter, you can use vegetable oil. So I'm just going to put the pan in the oven right now. Make sure you put your oven in the middle. Don't let it go too backward and don't let it come too forward. Make sure it's in the center of the oven. So everything is going to cook at the same rate and the same time. So make sure it's in the center of the oven. After doing this, I'm just going to cover the oven and wait for the next 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is done now. And I can't even wait. Everywhere is smelling so good. Everywhere is, the aroma is, my kitchen is really, I'm sure my neighbors will be like, what is this lady cooking again? Yeah, so don't mind me. And I'm gonna just bring it out and let it cool down a little bit. I can't wait, but I have to wait until it's cooled down before I will be able to cut it. So don't rush to cut anything you're baking. Look at this. Look, it's looking so good, so gorgeous. I'm sure Starbucks will want to hire me after this. Yeah, this is so good. It's just I can't work in an eatery. No, I don't want to work there. So, well, this is very good. So if you want some very good, healthy banana bread, consult me. I'm going to give it to you. Look at this. Look at how it's looking. So good. Oh my God, I'm proud of myself. I did a very good job. No mess, no fuss. Everything comes out very good, just the way I want it. So I'm just going to check it with the toothpick just to be sure that everything is done. But I'm sure it is done. So yeah, testing time. Yeah, very good. Non-sticky, everything is done. Yeah, so I'm just going to allow it to cool down and try to wait before I finish this. Yeah, this is a very good breakfast. You can take it with your tea, you can take it with milk, you can take it with anything. It's just so good. Look at it. Look at my pan. Come very, very smooth. Nothing like anything on the pan. Yeah, I love it. I'm just going to leave it on the rash while it's cooled down a little bit because I can't just wait. Look at this. Oh my God. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. This is so good. This is so yummy. And I'm just waiting for the last process. And that is the tasting part of it. Yeah, look at this. You can't beat that. Starbucks, where are you? I would never go to Starbucks again. I will never. Yeah, there's nothing like cooking your meal by yourself. And look at this. Oh my God. Falakemi, this is good. Yeah, I gave myself a thumbs up. Yeah, this is good. So, my amazing subscribers, and for you who have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do consider subscribing. I'm done, and today is the 4th day of the Vlogmas, and this is what I did today. I did a lot of things, but this is I'm super proud of myself. So see you in my next one. Bye.